Hey, this is some guy with soul, and I've just decided to make a playthrough video based on Gothic 2 Night of the Raven. Well, it's actually Gold Edition, or Gold Pack, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I bought it on Steam not long ago, and I decided why not, because, well, I'm a massive Gothic 2 fan, and I've been playing for ages, as most of you know, because, well, I've just done loads of videos on YouTube, and of course lots of them are very old. It's been ages since I've done any kind of videos, and that's mainly because of laziness, but yeah, I thought I'd give it a real go on the playthrough side, which I've never done a playthrough before, but I'm hoping, since I know so much about the Gothic world and everything, that I can keep it good and that I can just carry on what I was doing. I'm obviously not putting a lot of thought into what I'm saying right now. I'm just starting a brand new game on Night of a Raven. I have played through it once before, and it went pretty well. I didn't think it was as hard as everyone was telling me it was, but it definitely was harder and much more challenging for me, being so used to a vanilla game, which is, well, steep learning curve, but other than that it's quite easy, really, especially when you get past chapter 3. Everything becomes very, very easy. So let's do this.
A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price for it. He defeated the Sleeper, destroyed the barrier, but while all the other prisoners escaped, he remained behind in the rubble. It was I who dispatched him against the Sleeper. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much, but he is alive. He's back.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with.
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The Sleeper
has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true, but is not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the Sleeper has set into movement the armies of darkness. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power that they were all bound to obey. His last order was, "Come!" And they came, all of them, even the dragons.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant creatures around them.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Corinus, and they're getting ready to attack.
But that's not all. There is another threat of which I have learned only recently. After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the Sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater. A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world. when the god of darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble. Every powerful magician on this island could sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat. You must become their ally. That's the only way to stop Beliar.
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Corinus, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us.
And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
What exactly is the Eye of Innos?
It's an amulet. Legend has it that Innos himself was poured part of his power into this amulet. It will restore some of your lost strength and help us defeat the dragons. It also has some other hidden powers. I shall tell you more about that once the amulet is yours.
Why would the paladins give me the Eye of Innos?
Because you are the one who is destined to wear it.
How can you claim to know that?
There are a number of reasons, the most important being you have defeated the Sleeper. If you weren't a favorite of the gods, you'd be dead by now.
Let's assume you're right and I'm destined to bear the Eye of Innos. How would the paladins know that's true?
The eye itself chooses the one who may wear it. Once you get hold of it and put it on, the paladins cannot doubt your words any longer.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
Okay, so now that we're finally done with that whole intro thing, we can resume with a commentary. It's time to loot Xardas' tower, and as you can see, I play pretty damn fast. It's going to be hard for me to keep up with commentary sometimes, I think. There's a button right there, and that opens that right there, and there's a potion and a chest with some spell scrolls in it. Steal everything you can. It's the usual Gothic thing. You have a bottomless pit inventory, which I love to bits, because I can just pick up everything, and you want to pick up everything pretty much, until you get to the point where there really is no point picking up like healing plants and stuff like that, and I won't go out my way to pick up everything, but there we go, potion. It is really important that I pretty much do pick up everything at the start. All those books there, Xardas' books at the top, they do give learning points. I am very aware of it. Well, not learning points, but experience. But they're the books, but it's the kind of experience that gets better the later the chapter you were in. If you're in chapter 1 right now, it would give me 25 experience for reading all of those books. Well, one book, 25 experience. But if I wait till chapter 5, for example, they'll give, I think, 250 experience for reading the same books, and you can only read them once. So, for the purpose of maxing out and not getting a quick little experience boost now, Well, it just seems to make sense. Okay, I've run out of time for this video, so I'll see you in the next one.